All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them, from the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Well, they are not knocking the D2 National Wrestling Championship anymore, because now Kamaru Usman has some UFC gold to go with it. A huge effort to dethrone Tyron Woodley not all that long ago, and now Usman's got that target on his back.
And he also has an undying belief in himself. He believes that all the hard work, the result will show when he steps in the octagon. He has underrated striking. And because everyone fears his wrestling, a lot of his striking opportunities open up even more. But the moment Usman grabs you, he can control you in a way that not many guys in the UFC can. We saw that in the Woodley fight. We saw it in the Dos Anjos fight. That's why he is the best fighter at 170 pounds.
And when your bout agreement says Kamaru Usman on it, get ready.
Grab a lunch bill. Grab your lunch bill.
Might need a helmet, too, if that's allowed. Kamaru Usman getting ready to go here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. So these fighters are just a year apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 20 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Gilbert Durinho Burns. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 20 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
You ready?
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. There were a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But John, also UFC 200, I got to stand across the cage with Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Close guard. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Oh, nice job by him there to move into half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fighter.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
Lands with the ground and pound. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Beautiful strike. I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Kamaru Usman.
Oh, nice.
A lot of power on display from Kamaru Usman as he lands yet again there.
Kamaru Usman showed in the Colby Covington fight, not only is he the best welterweight in the world, he may just be the toughest welterweight.
All right, so a near perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again, was able to get him down.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over, he shot for takedowns, he tried to mix it up, and he got the finish. But eventually, he got it done. Now, what does he do with this top control?
Beautifully timed and placed kick there by Burns. Well, we talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC. Lands his right hand upstairs.
Over and over, same story. Punch after punch to the head.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
Big leg kick lands. What a punch.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks trying to take him after him. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, Johnson. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Oh, and he gives up his back here, DC. I know you've never had your back taken in the UFC. You've never been submitted, but this is not a good spot for the defensive fight.
It's not a very good spot for him, but the guy on bottom needs to stay patient. He cannot panic. He needs to find a way to get back to his back. Lay on his mat. He got to get his back to the mat. He has to get his back to the mat, so then he can start to work on his defensive transitions. You don't want a guy like this who's so good at controlling this position, just on top of you and riding you. Take your time, but get back to your back and start to try to recover your half guard.
Here we are, early round 2.
Nice punch lands.
Good job keeping that head off the center line. Slips to avoid the right hand.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
All right, single collar tie now. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Usman gets the double leg takedown. All right, full guard here, DC. We'll see how soon he tries to pass.
Well, he needs to be passing immediately. In the full guard is where you are in most danger as a top fighter, because they have all of their submissions. Right. They have the guillotine, they have the armbar, they have the Kimuras, they have all their locks when they're in the full guard. So if you pass, you really do limit the danger that you're in from the top position.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
This is a terrible position.
Oh, he's got a choke.
Big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Usman. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Side control.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
Not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Nicely done. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Burns has got full mount now. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position, and you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep the half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
Last round, guys. You ready? You ready?
So here we go. 5 minutes remain in the fight. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
His opponent's got him in the clinch. Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him? I don't know how many times he's hit in the head to stay in this fight.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are...
Oh, yeah. No pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Burns got an arm. Looks like he's trying to lock up a Kimura.
It's the shoulder press.
And he's out. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Close guard. Burns is back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now.
Good punch lands.
Burns going with the kick to the body, but unable to find the range. Oh, really making good use of his reach advantage as he lands the straight punch there. Just misses there with the left. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Burns gets hit with that hook shot there. He's got to be careful to not allow the offense to follow up here. Single collar tie now.
Driving the back of the head, pulling forward on the head, and then landing those beautiful punches. Really's got his opponent on notice here. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. Great punch.
Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Burns. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Usman gets the double leg takedown now. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Gilbert Burns.
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we sat down with him at our fighter meeting, but a win is a win. He gets it done by unanimous decision.
And he said he wanted to finish, but sometimes your opponent's not willing to play the game. In those instances, all you can do is control what